Hi everyone, my name is Seva Singhal and in this video we will talk about euthanasia. So that topic is very important topic and many of the people are there, they are having the confusion in the definition of euthanasia. They do not know what is the euthanasia actually. So here you can read something about me. This is me. So let's start. So first thing comes in our mind, what is the meaning of euthanasia? So actually euthanasia is a Greek word, okay, and it means EU means good and thanasis means death. So we can say the euthanasia meaning is good death, or we can say the gentle death or the easy death or a mercy killing. So that is the particular meaning of euthanasia. Okay, now let's talk about what is the definition of euthanasia. So it is a practice of intentionally ending a life in order to relieve pain and suffering. Suppose a person is suffering from a particular disease and he is not able to recover. So that person himself or through the physician can take the euthanasia. So that is the very burning issue, because most of the people are saying that somewhere euthanasia is just equal to the murder of a particular person. So now let's talk about what kind of euthanasias are there. So basically there are two kinds of euthanasia. Number one is active euthanasia and second is passive euthanasia. So first we will talk about active euthanasia. So when death is brought by an act means by an action of a particular person, then we call the active euthanasia. For example, by taking a high dose of drugs or by injection, these are the methods of active euthanasia. Second is passive euthanasia. When we talk about passive euthanasia, so that is the death is brought by omission of a particular machine. Suppose there is a one person and he is suffering from a particular disease and he is totally dependent over a medical machine. So we can remove that machine one by one, and that will lead to the death of a particular person. So some people are saying this is the natural death, and let me tell you, this passive euthanasia is allowed in India now. Okay, when someone lets the person die, then we call the passive euthanasia. Like for switching off machine that keeps the person alive and not carrying a surgery that will extend the life of a patient for the short time. And the special kind of euthanasia is assisted suicide. Suppose one person is there and he wanted to finish his life, he wanted to commit suicide, and so what will happen that when so he will go for the assisted suicide, where the person who are going to die need help to kill themselves and ask for it. Means he is asking for a particular injection, please kill me, I want to die. So that we call the assisted suicide, and that is also a part of euthanasia. So basically there are two kind of euthanasia, active and passive is allowed in India, and most of the country passive is allowed, and somewhere active is also allowed, but active is not that much prevalent. Now let's talk about what is the condition of euthanasia in all over the world. There are some countries where euthanasia is allowed. In USA, some states are there where euthanasia is allowed, or we can say the legal, and some countries are Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, here euthanasia is allowed, and Colombia as well, and Switzerland as well. Some countries are there where euthanasia is not allowed, like France, Great Britain, Australia, and in India euthanasia is allowed but under a particular guidelines. So now let's talk about what is the condition of euthanasia in India. So first of all, let me tell you, there is no law in India for the euthanasia. There are guidelines of Supreme Court. Supreme Court said that in 2011 verdict, right to die with dignity, this is also fundamental right, and this can be permitted only by passive euthanasia. And about the passive euthanasia, we have talked about it. So passive euthanasia is allowed. Okay, and in 2018, what Supreme Court said, that Supreme Court said that there will be a one new concept like living will. It means when a person is in sound mind, so what person can do, he can leave his living will, and in that particular will he will say, if in future I will not be able to recover from a particular disease, if I will be in the vegetative state, so I will be given the particular passive euthanasia or whatever he likes. So that kind of concept Supreme Court has been given, and this concept is known as living will. So that is the condition of euthanasia in India. So that's all about euthanasia. I hope you like it. If you have any doubt, you can comment. And one question I just also want to ask you, tell me in the comment section, what do you think about the euthanasia? Thank you so much. That's all. Bye bye.